Hi YouTube, my name is Heather and I love anti-emblem content here on YouTube. I'm hoping to use this channel as an excuse to sit on the floor and talk about the predatory practices of multi-level marketing companies. Today I wanted us to talk about a 9-minute section of the Beachbody team call where an upline is teaching his downline about the different ways that team Beachbody coaches earn. This is more of a technical conversation, but I find it really interesting to hear the kind of language that these coaches use when explaining how they make money in their MLM. So let's take a quick listen.
We're at 43, just so you guys know. So I will try to get through this. How do we make money? I'll go through a real basic. There's 4 ways to make money as a coach. I don't want to overwhelm you guys in the very beginning.
There's actually only 2 ways to make money in an MLM. 1, selling and commissions, and then 2, recruitment based. So let's remember that while we're listening to them.
For the first 3 months, the first 3 months of my coaching, I only knew one way to make money. And it's the first way that I'm going to share with you. The first thing is that every product that you share, every nutritional product that you share, you earn a 25% commission. As of that would be like Shakeology, the pre-workouts, the collagen, post-workout.
Just to clarify, he's making it seem like you make money just sharing about the product, like maybe posting it on social media. You only make money if someone clicks on your link and buys a product through your Beachbody website.
Creatine, like there's power, there's boosts that you can add to your shake. There's all of these different things. You get a 25% commission. So a quick idea, like if someone buys Shakeology, a customer buys Shakeology for $128, their first 30 serving bag, you would earn a 25% commission, which is just about $32. So that's how that works. They also pay commission, just as of last year, on apparel brands from Beachbody. So there's apparel brands, so you can earn commission by sharing those. And then the other thing is, like Beachbody on Demand, let's say, and this happens a lot of times to me, someone will be like, okay, I don't do the shake thing, but I want to do your workouts. And I don't try to force them into the challenge pack and get them on Shakeology and Beachbody on Demand right away. I give them what they want and what they want to start with. So I'll just get them on Beachbody on Demand for $99. And the commissions on Beachbody on Demand are 40%. So if you sell somebody as a coach Beachbody on Demand for $99, you earn $40. Okay? And then what always happens is then they need help with their nutrition, they're struggling with cravings, and then they're like, okay, I'm ready to try the Shakeology. And then they get on it, then they love it, and then I help them become a coach. So that's the process of how that works.
I've said this before, but that kind of statement makes me wonder exactly how many true Beachbody customers exist. He just said someone who doesn't want Shakeology is going to eventually need it, they're going to love it, and then he's going to help them be a coach. I wonder what the number is. We know that Beachbody would never actually publish that because it's probably a very minuscule number. We know that actual true retail customers in MLMs don't really exist, and the majority of sales and purchases actually occur from within the MLM itself, and majority of MLMs are a closed market with the distributors, coaches, contractors being the actual customers.
So that's the first way. You earn commissions on referring products. The second way is what's called a team bonus cycle. I'm not going to overwhelm you guys with this.
It's not team bonus cycle. It's team cycle bonus. I know I'm nitpicking, but he should know the name of the bonus he's trying to describe.
But as you guys saw and what Tate talked about, somebody brings you into this business. They sign you up or what is called sponsor you into this business. I want you to think about this as if you owned a franchise. You have your own Beachbody franchise. When you sell products out of it, you earn 25% commissions. However, when you bring a coach onto what you call your team, every time, and I don't want to overwhelm you guys with this, we have training on this. By the way, when you get started, any questions you have, we have in-depth trainings on this. Like I have an hour training on compensation, so I'm literally doing this in 5 minutes, what I can explain fully in an hour. The basics of this are, what's called a team bonus cycle is you get to build a team of coaches. So Tate is one of my coaches. I see Alan on here. Tate brought Alan onto his team. How it works is as you build a team of coaches, when Tate and Alan, people that you bring onto your team, make sales as well, basically for every 300 volume points of sales, like so basically $300 of sales, you as what would be called an Emerald coach would make $14 every time that your team is doing like $300 worth of sales. So if the team did like $600 of sales, and I'm a brand new Emerald coach, I would make $28 from what my coach does, or what my coach did, and so on and so forth. And there's no limit to how big your team grows to earn that income. So a lot of people ask, like, when they see what we've been able to build with this business, like I built in, like how I shared, I left my full-time job. I built a 6-figure business in 14 months. That 6-figure business was not from me selling thousands of Beachbody On Demand and Shakeology subscriptions. It was from, I only help about five or six customers and coaches a month get started, but I build a team of coaches as well. So that is where that income comes from. It's from building that team of coaches. So that's the second way.
So we're going to unpack this a bit, but he just said his income, what led him to a 6-figure business, was not from commission and sales, but was from recruiting and building a team. I know he said that he was going to explain this on a broader, higher level, but I just wanted to provide a little bit more detail about the team cycle bonus. Beachbody is a binary compensation plan, meaning that each coach has 2 sides of the pyramid. They call it a strong leg and a weak leg. The strong leg produces more personal volume than the weak leg does, and volume is accumulated when coaches either sell or buy products. So each time your stronger leg accumulates 200 personal volume points and your weaker leg accumulates 100 personal volume points, you cycle. It's a little bit more complicated than what he's making it out to be. It is not just $300 in sales. It has to be balanced. They call it balanced personal volume. I hope that makes sense. There's lots of information on it if you want to research it more.
Is you build a team of coaches. And there's ranks, and we'll teach you guys about that. But once you get to diamond rank, which...
Sorry, one more thing. This is based only on your personally sponsored coaches. So obviously, the more, they call it PS coaches, the more direct recruits that you have, the more time you're going to cycle in one month and 1 week too. And depending on the rank that you're at, you can make more or less maximum for your team cycle bonus. I think for Emerald, I should have written this down, but for Emerald rank, it's like 250 max a week. And then at the highest rank, I think he's going to talk about it later. I'm pretty sure it's $12,000 a week just in your team cycle bonus. So just every time your strong leg gets 200 PV points and your weak leg gets 100. So you can get a maximum of 12 grand per week when you're at the very top of the company. So the more people you have, the more money you make.
I mean, Tate did that in 5 months. I did it in 3 months. So that is not a huge, scary thing to do. Once you get to that rank, you earn $18 every time your team does the $300 worth of sales. Okay? And like I said, if you have more questions on that, ask us.
So you just said it's not a big scary thing to go diamond, and he only did it in 3 months, and the guy running the call with him did it in 5. It is a big scary thing to go diamond. That's why barely anyone actually does it. I think it's something like 2.5% of all Beachbody coaches get to diamond. It is a big deal. We know that it's 8 personally sponsored coaches, 4 in your left leg, 4 in your right leg. One of those coaches has to be an Emerald, meaning that they have 2 personally sponsored active coaches. And we know from the very first video in this channel that there's a lot of requirements you need to meet in order to hold your rank. You don't just get to your rank and then you're that rank forever. You have to hold it for 6 weeks. And so if any of your coaches go inactive, if any of your Emerald coaches drop rank, you are no longer diamond. And then once you re-rank, you have to hold that 6-week qualification period again. So it's more complicated than just getting to diamond and getting a higher team cycle bonus.
Have in-depth 1-hour trainings. I'll even send that to you before you become a coach if you have that many questions. So that's the second way. The third way to earn an income is what's called a match bonus. So Tate was talking about the importance of not just building a business yourself, but helping your team build a business. A match bonus, what that means is the thing I just talked about, the team bonus cycle. Like any coach that you bring onto your team, when they earn a team bonus cycle, you earn you get a 10% match bonus on that. So for example, if Tate is building his team and his team bonus cycle for the week is $500, because I'm his sponsor, I have a 10% match on his 500. And so I would earn $50 that week for his 500.
So does that make sense? So he was just talking about a man named Tate, who's his direct recruit, his personally sponsored coach. So anytime Tate's strong leg gets 200 personal volume points and his weak leg gets 100 personal volume points, anytime that happens, his upline gets a cut of Tate's team cycle bonus. So anytime your direct recruits cycle, your upline gets money. I hope that makes sense. It's very complicated. He's trying to make it seem so simple, but it's really hard to wrap your brain around. The one main thing to remember is that it's all recruitment based. The more direct recruits, the more personally sponsored coaches you have, obviously the more time you're going to cycle. The more PS coaches you have, the more time they're going to cycle, and the more matching bonus you're going to get off of them.
$100 team bonus cycle. I know it's a lot of info, but I want to make sure you guys understand how incredible and how many different ways there are to earn an income. I'll give you guys an anecdote.
How many different ways? There's two. One is you sell. The other one, you build a massive team and you make money off of everything they do. So it's not all these different amazing ways. There's two.
Example, once again, Beachbody does not guarantee any level of success or income. Each coach's results are depend on their own effort, diligence, and skill. We have to say that because it's compliance and we got to protect this business that we're building. One of my
obviously you guys can't see him, but he was sitting there laughing through the income statement that they have to make. I'm not sure why you're laughing. And if I was a new coach or I'm thinking about joining and I hear that you have to say that your income is based only on your efforts and Team Beachbody doesn't guarantee anything, that'd be a huge red flag. I would wonder why they would have to say that. They have to say that because the 0.0001% at the very top of the pyramid like to say that make millions of dollars a year and retired their husbands and their whole families and build their dream house and go away on vacations constantly. That's called an income claim, and MLM distributors are not allowed to make them as per the FTC. So anytime a Beachbody coach or any MLM distributor makes any kind of statement about their income, they have to say the disclosure statement. So just remember that. And I'm not sure why he's laughing. It's a bit weird.
Coaches that started a year after me from my hometown went on to be considered what is called the Million Club, where she's earned over $1 million in her Beachbody business. She did that in about 4 years. But her team bonus cycle weekly is $12,000. I sponsored her, brought her into this business, and mentored her. So how that works, I get a 10% match every week that she gets her team bonus cycle. So if she earns $12,000 in her team bonus cycle, I, as her sponsor, get a 10% match. So every week I get $1,200 as a 10% match for her bonus for her.
So this coach he's talking about makes $12,000 a week, not a month, a week, just from every time her strong leg gets to 200 PV points, her weak leg gets to 100. So we're going to times that by 4 for 1 month, approximately $48,000 in a month times 12. So this woman, just on her team cycle bonus, makes over $500,000 just from that bonus itself, nothing else. He makes $1,200 a week just from this one coach, just from the matching bonus off of this one coach. That's outrageous. That's outrageous. He makes $1,200 a week, $4,800 a month, then you times by 12. Like he's making so much money just on the basis of having thousands and thousands of people below him. So he has probably hundreds of people who were directly recruited under him, and then those people are directly recruiting hundreds of people, and he doesn't have to do any work for that $1,200 a week. I think that's outrageous, and the fact that people make $12,000 a week just on one bonus is horrifying to me, and it shows that the higher up you are, the more people you have under you, the more you're going to make based off of everything your downline does, and you can't do anything without having a massive team below you. And it's mathematically impossible for every single person to be at the very top of the pyramid and make money like this. But the way he's talking, it's making it seem like it's attainable and possible for all of you, but it is not. So don't be fooled by people like this.
Or team bonus cycle. And so the same thing will go if let's say Chris isn't my coach, but let's say Chris is my coach and he earns a team bonus cycle of $28, I would get $2.80. Does that make sense? So every personally sponsored coach that you bring on that gets a team bonus cycle, you have a 10% match on that as well. So that's the third way. The fourth way to earn an income is what's called, it's kind of like profit sharing with the entire company of Beachbody. So there's ranks in your business that you can advance.
This part's extremely confusing. I tried my best to fully understand it. I'm not sure if I do. So if you know more about this than I do, feel free to put it in the comments.
So I've mentioned briefly Emerald, which is basically bring on 2 coaches yourself. Diamond, which I mentioned, Tate and I was that first kind of one. We got to him at 5 months, myself at 3 months. When you get to what's called 2-star diamond, you get to be a part of the profit sharing, which is called a star diamond bonus. And what they do is they take 2% of the entire company of Beachbody's revenue, their profit revenue for the entire company of Beachbody, and they split it between 4 different groups of people. All of the 2-star diamonds and above, all of the 4-star diamonds and above, all of the 10-star diamonds and above, and all of the 15-star diamonds and above.
He just said 5-star diamonds and above, or 4-star. He said 4-star. It's supposed to be 5-star.
I know those ranks don't make sense yet, but what that means is once you're a diamond, once one of your coaches becomes a diamond, you're a 1-star diamond. Once 2 of your coaches become diamonds, you're a 2-star diamond. So that's what that means. So
we know it's more complicated than just helping a couple people get to diamond. You have to meet all your personal volume requirements. You have to make sure everyone else holds their rank and doesn't become inactive. You need to make sure you hold it for 6 weeks before you can actually call yourself that rank. So it's not as easy as just getting 2 people to diamond. And we all know that if we know anything about the ranks. And I don't like how he's misleading people by making it seem like it's such an easy task when it's not.
For example, they do that every single quarter, so there's a quarterly bonus. And what they do is they split it into 0.5%, 0.5%, 0.5%, and 0.5%. So they give 0.5% to all the 2-star diamonds and above. They give 0.5% to all the 5-star diamonds and above, 0.5% to all the 10-star diamonds above, 0.5% to all the 15-star diamonds and above. The cool thing is if you're a 15-star diamond, you get your part in the 2-star diamond bonus, you get a split of the 5-star diamond bonus, you get a split of the 10-star diamond bonus, and then you get your split of the 15-star diamond bonus.
So he's trying his best to explain a very complicated concept, and I just wanted to read directly from the Beachbody FAQ for us to understand this. I don't fully understand it, but I'm trying my best. So each year, Beachbody sets aside 2% of the total company TV, which is team volume, which is paid quarterly to our top producing active and qualified Star Diamond coaches. Each of the qualified Star Diamond ranks share equally in the Star Diamond bonus pool in which they are qualified to participate. Each of the 4 different Star Diamond leadership pools is funded with 0.5% of the total company BV, which stands for business volume. And he talked about it, how it's 2-star, 5-star, 10-star, 15-star, and above. And he's going to talk more about how the actual amounts that each of these pools get. I'm not going to go into the details of this because this could be a whole other video, but there's also other requirements you need to meet. You don't just get to that rank and then you automatically qualify. You have to get a certain amount of leadership points, which obviously you can only get through recruitment. So we're going to take a listen about and learn the approximate values of these bonuses for each of these pools.
And they change every quarter depending on the revenue of Beachbody, but on average.
Another thing, he's calling it revenue. Beachbody calls it team volume. I'm not sure which one is correct. Team volume is the actual definition from Beachbody. It's accumulated based on purchases from your downline coaches and those downline coaches' personal customers. So it's just all the purchases from everyone in your downline. I feel like revenue would be a different number. Although with an MLM, you don't know, the majority of the company revenue could come from the purchases of the coaches themselves because they are the main customers. So he's saying revenue, Beachbody is saying team volume, which is just all the purchases from coaches. So I'm not sure which one is actually correct.
Bridge over the last 3-4 years. I want to share what that looks like. The 2-star diamond bonus has been anywhere from $800 to $1,200 a quarter as a bonus. How many of you ever got that in your real job in a year? I got a $500 bonus once a year if I was lucky. So the 2-star diamond bonus is on average has been $800 to $1,200. The 5-star diamond bonus is always right around $3,300 to $4,000 a quarter. The 10-star diamond bonus has always been around $10,000 to $12,000 a quarter, and then the 15-star diamond bonus I've seen anywhere from $42,000 up to $78,000 for the quarter, depending what the revenue was and how many 15-star diamonds there are at that time. So that's the fourth way to earn money. So recap: 25% commissions. Second, team bonus cycles for building a team of coaches. Third, getting a 10% match on your coaches that are earning team bonus cycles, and then the profit sharing or star diamond bonus. So that's how you make money as a coach. And I'm going to pass it back to Tate to end out with.
So that's a little bit confusing, completely confusing, but you can see, so there's 2% of total company revenue or team volume divided 0.5% for all the pools. The higher you are, the higher rank you are, the more access you have access to more of these pools, therefore you have more money. And so of course recruitment is highly incentivized, so you can get to the top of the company and you get access to these massive star diamond bonuses, which are just outrageous. $42,000 per quarter, just on the basis of being 15-star diamond and maintaining that rank, is $168,000 a year just from this bogus bonus. And then if we if we combine that with the maximum $12,000 a week that someone could get, they're getting close to $800,000 just from team cycle bonuses and this star diamond bonus. I think it's obvious how strongly the team Beachbody income is based on recruitment. The more people you have on your team, your ability to hold your 15-star diamond rank, you're going to get at least $42,000 quarterly just on the basis of your rank. If you have a massive downline, you are going to make massive matching bonuses on everything your downline does. And you can't get anywhere in Beachbody without recruiting mass amounts of coaches. You just can't. And he told us before that he made a 6-figure business, not from selling, but from building a massive team. So I know that was more of a technical conversation. It might not have been the most exciting topic in the world, but I find this stuff very interesting. If I missed anything or you have anything to add, I would love to hear it in the comments below. Thank you.